Why, hello there, YouTube! It's been a while. I've not really got anything to tell you, but stay tuned anyway. So, we've been out adventuring in the van, not working, so there's not been much to put on this channel. Come back, everything we're doing is little bits and bobs, not really YouTube worthy, but I thought I'd give you a little walk around of what we've been doing. So obviously I'm standing in Apollo at the minute, in his entirety. We've been away in him quite a lot, noisy lorry, and he's awesome. But now we're back to reality. We've got this van in, Ford Transit, just finishing, give it this cab carpet and a part bulkhead. We've got just a half bulkhead that we've installed here to offer light through. Completely rearranged the bed layout in here. It's all a bit crude and a bit finished, unfinished should I say. New bathroom installed for this guy as well, so that's again not quite finished. See, it all needs sealing, and but that's going in. And this van did originally have a pull-out double bed. The customer didn't want a pull-out double bed, he wanted two separate single beds, so we've made him this massive L-shaped seating area, just bang my head. Again, it's not finished yet, but I'll spin round. So we're in the process of building this now. All this has been changed. This was all flaking and falling apart. But we made this massive L-shaped seating area. This is going to have like a pop-up here to give a really comfortable single bed in that direction, and again in that direction. These are all the old boards from the old bed, which we're going to be getting rid of, because they're all a bit north. But yeah. So we're just doing a bit of a spruce up, and a bit of a tidy up, and a bit of a sort out for this van. Just trying to bring it back to life and make it more usable. Another thing that we are doing is the unit, as per usual, is an absolute mess. But today that is for a good reason. So basically, we have the space in here. That's where the laser engraver is. That's where the sort of painting and staining goes on. And then we've got the junk area up there. So the junk area is exactly what it says on the tin. It was never supposed to be a storage area, and when I built it, we built it with very, very slender timbers, just to basically brace the wall, to make a separate area. But we keep chucking stuff up there, so eventually it's all going to fall on our heads. So we have acquired a staircase from the unit across the road when they was ripping it out. We're actually going to put a staircase up. The CNC machine is going to go up on top of the kitchen, and there's going to be a huge storage area up there. And this is why all this racking is just randomly plonked everywhere in the middle, because we've set the racking up to move all the stuff from there onto the racking, to make space, to tear that down, put the staircase up, put a new wall up, support it all, make it safe, put a second floor in, put a second floor wall on. Boom, more storage, which is going to mean by moving the CNC and also clearing a lot of the stuff that doesn't really have a home, so it just floats about in the way, that's all going to get moved out of the way, which is going to mean it's going to be a lot easier for us to pull vans in. So all the people that are wanting us to Raptor paint your vans, we might actually be able to take some more bookings soon. I'm hoping it's going to free up space, free up time, and add a little bit to productivity. Another thing that I want to show you in this video, remember that crappy caravan we got for free? We couldn't decide what to do with it. A few issues, like it had been dinged on the back end, and it was going to take too much, so we thought, you know what, let's just bin it. So in the process of binning it, I went inside. The guy who had started converting it had completely rewired it. So it had all brand new LED lights in it, decent LED lights. So we started taking them down. I said, well, we might as well have them. And in the process, I saw a few bits of 12mm John Guest piping. So I thought, I'll have a bit of that as well. We'll take them out. So in that process, we found about 50 quid's worth of John Guest connectors, 12mm, a load of John Guest pipe, all these LED lights, and then we noticed some more pipe running right round the back of the van. So I says, right, let's get that wood ripped off, get that pipe out, might as well, it'll come in handy. As we ripped it off, we found 25mm Kingspan behind this panel of wood. So we ripped another panel off, found more 25mm Kingspan. We're now in the process of ripping the entire caravan out because every single wall and the entire ceiling is rammed full of 25mm Kingspan, which, if my calculations are correct, which they usually are, is going to be enough Kingspan to do the entire next project. So we're in the process of ripping all this down now, or Alfie is, because we keep finding bits like this. That's quite a small bit, but this entire ceiling is all 25mm Kingspan, basically everything. So by the time we're finished ripping out, we've got the kitchen units in there which are going to go into the new office extension. We've got all the LED lights, loads of electrical connectors, cabling, 12mm pipe, 12mm pipe connectors. So by the time we've done, it's actually going to be a brilliant find. And like I said, it's going to help us with our next project, which, can you remember Rome? Rome was the first van that we built. It was god awful. The layout was terrible, but we're going to repurpose him. Rome is going to become an MX van by day, but actually it's going to be our work van. But basically what we're going to be doing is putting a full 2.4 metre long garage on the back, full height. So this means you'll be able to transport and work on an MX bike in the back of it in the rain. Everything will stay inside. The garage is also going to double up as a massive wet room, so it doesn't have to be without a shower, because obviously we're going to be using a lot of space up building that. So the garage is going to be a huge wet room. So you'll be able to use the shower to either take a shower or clean your bike. And then in the front there is going to be a 2-berth living accommodation with kitchenette and a pull-out bed. But then on top, because we want to keep it as a 4-berth, I don't know, just in case Apollo breaks down, we can take that guy out. So we're going to be putting a pop top on the roof, so it'll have 2 upstairs, 2 downstairs, like Apollo, but with the added advantage of being able to drop the roof and do more than 65 down the motorway when it's more than 3 miles an hour wind. So I think I've waffled enough. Checklist for today: the unit is on its way to being amazing. The caravan was not a complete loss after all, because with the amount of stuff that we've gained out of the caravan, we're going to be able to get a good chunk of our new van done, which is going to be our work van. I never mentioned that. The reason we're actually making it a 2.4 metre garage is because at the minute, if we need to pick up sheets of ply, lengths of wood, yada yada yada, we either have to wait for a builder's merchant to be able to deliver them, or, well, that's our only option, because we don't have a van big enough to transport materials. So the idea behind it, it's going to be a work van for us, but a show van, but when it's portrayed as a show van, it's going to be portrayed as an MX transportation fixing van type jobby thing. But yeah, so lots of things coming up in the pipeline. If you don't want to miss it out, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, subscribe also to our Stearman's on Tour channel. That's basically just us driving around doing stuff. But the people that are already on that channel seem to like it, so you might as well. So don't forget, subscribe to both channels. Hit the button now, it's fine. I'll wait. Done it. Click, bell. Sweet. Right, that's enough from me today, I think. I best go get cracking, because Alfie's probably just stood in there struggling, because I've just sort of left him to come and talk to you guys. See you soon.